So this is part 3 of our RaceDay real-time how-to video where we talk about how to set up the RaceJoy and RaceDay scoring integration. In part 1, we talked about how to set up everything in RaceJoy. Part 2, we talked about how to set everything up and map everything in RaceDay scoring. And here in part 3, we're going to talk about your RaceDay operations. What do you need to be doing to start pulling data in from RaceDay scoring into RaceJoy and start delivering real-time notifications to participants and spectators? So there are 2 parameters to begin syncing and pulling data from RaceDay scoring to RaceJoy. The first one is you'll need to turn on the RaceJoy connector. So this is going to be this button right up top here. So you'll want to make sure this is turned on. And what we recommend is race morning, before the race even gets going, just come in here and click on this and turn on the connector. You'll see that the status bar will be shown in yellow, and it gives you some information about why the status bar is yellow. Now, the second parameter to begin streaming data from RaceDay scoring to RaceJoy is loading in start times. We will not stream any data from RaceDay scoring to RaceJoy until you've set a start time for that scored event. Now, there's a couple ways to set start times in RaceDay scoring. You can pull in on gun time triggers from your decoders, or you can come in here from the main page and select set start times, or you can go into scored events and set an actual start time. Now, the key thing here, again, is we understand that if you have multiple scored events, a half marathon and a marathon, for example, the 2 races may not begin at the exact same time. So if you come in here and in our example, let's say the marathon gets going at 7 a.m. and the half marathon gets going at 8 a.m. So 7 a.m. comes around and we're going to come into the marathon and we'll set the start time here. And we'll hit save. And now you see the RaceJoy connector status is still showing yellow. But it's letting you know that, hey, we're still missing start times for the half marathon. Reads for other scored events will be sent to RaceJoy. So the RaceJoy connector won't turn green until all of your scored events have a start time loaded in. That does not mean that data from early races won't get sent in. It's just saying, hey, we're still missing some start times for some of your events. So in this example, it's 7 a.m. The race has gotten going. We've turned on the RaceJoy connector. We've set a start time for the marathon. As reads are coming in for the marathon, they are being sent to RaceJoy. Participants and spectators are getting real-time notifications for those participants they're tracking. Now, once we come in here and set a start time for the half marathon, let's say the half marathon gets going 30 minutes later. We'll go ahead and save that. And now you can see once we've set up and added in a start time for all of our scored events, the RaceJoy status bar turns to green. Now, this is kind of something to begin thinking about for your timing organization. Every timing company gets start times a little bit differently, right? So you may have gun time triggers that automatically pull in into RaceDay scoring, which is great. That means your start data is going to flow right in as soon as you get that gun time trigger. Sometimes you may have a personnel right at the start and they'll check the start time on the decoder and give you a text, give you a call, and then you'll come in here and type that in. So with this whole integration and everything being predicated on having a start time, you'll want to enter in your start time as quickly as you can. As you know, if you have a 4-minute miler, 5-minute miler, 6-minute miler, and you wait 3, 4, 5 minutes to get a start time, spectators are going to see their friends and family run out, and then 4, 5, 6 minutes later, they'll get that notification that, hey, so-and-so has gotten their start time. It's a little misleading to the eye. So you just want to make sure that you get those start times in as quickly as you can, so that way the data starts flowing to RaceJoy and people that are spectating, they'll get those in-app notifications as quickly as you can make it. Now, once you start streaming data into RaceDay scoring, all of that goes into RaceJoy, and spectators will be getting real-time chip data directly onto their phones. So that's the basics of how to set up the real-time RaceJoy and RaceDay scoring integration and how to operate this on race morning. Now, just again, to quickly recap what we talked about in this video, the two parameters are to turn on the RaceJoy connector and get that start time into RaceDay scoring as quickly as you can. Once you've done that, everything is flowing into RaceJoy and you should be all good.